There is a lake in Africa unlike any place on Earth. A lake so deadly, so bizarre, that animals who touch its waters can be preserved like stone. Birds become statues. Bats turn into rock-like figures. Even insects look frozen in mid-flight. But here's the part scientists still struggle to explain. The lake doesn't just kill, it preserves. As if nature itself is transforming life into sculptures? This is the chilling truth behind Lake Natron. Located in northern Tanzania, near the border of Kenya, Lake Natron looks like it belongs on another planet. The water glows red like blood during the dry season. Its temperature reaches nearly 60 degrees Celsius or 140 degrees Fahrenheit. And its pH is so alkaline that touching it can burn skin like chemicals in a laboratory. So how does this deadly lake turn animals into stone? Let's uncover the science and the myths. The secret lies in two powerful ingredients: sodium carbonate and natron, a mineral the ancient Egyptians once used in mummification. Natron makes Lake Natron's water reach a pH of 10.5 to 12, the same level as bleach or ammonia. This means animals that fall into the lake don't just die, their bodies are preserved. The water removes moisture, hardens skin, and locks the body into its final shape, creating the eerie stone-like creatures found along the shore. But not every animal that touches the water becomes a statue, so why do some creatures survive, while others don't? Ironically, the lake that kills most life is also home to millions of flamingos. Why? Because flamingos have evolved to survive Lake Natron's harsh chemistry. They nest on salt islands where predators cannot reach, because nothing else dares step into the toxic water. The lake becomes a natural fortress, protecting flamingo chicks until they can fly. So if flamingos can survive, why do so many other animals die and turn into statues? It turns out animals don't die because the lake pulls them in. They die because of something much stranger. Not everything that turns to stone in Lake Natron died inside the lake. Some creatures fell into a deadly trap they never saw coming. Lake Natron's surface can become so reflective that birds flying above it mistake it for open sky. They dive downward, thinking they're landing, and crash into the burning water. Once they touch the lake, the alkaline water begins mummifying them. Over time, the minerals harden their bodies into rigid, stone-like forms. Photographers have found birds perfectly preserved like statues frozen in a moment of panic. But Lake Natron holds another danger, one hidden beneath the surface. In some areas, the lake reaches temperatures hot enough to cause instant burns. Animals trapped in shallow pools can die within minutes. And because the water evaporates so quickly, their bodies become coated in salt before decomposition begins. This rapid salting effect preserves bodies in haunting detail: wings, claws, feathers, even facial expressions. But the scariest part isn't the chemical burns. It's the water that hardens over time. As water evaporates, Lake Natron leaves behind layers of crystallized minerals. When an animal dies near the shoreline, these minerals attach to its body, forming shells, crusts, and deposits that make the creature appear as if it's turning into rock. Some bodies become so mineralized they look carved by an artist. This is why Lake Natron is called the petrifying lake. But despite these dramatic effects, there's one thing many people misunderstand. Many viral photos claim animals turn into statues the moment they touch the water. That's not true. The process takes time, hours, days, sometimes weeks. The lake doesn't magically transform animals into stone. It dries and preserves them, similar to natural mummification. Still, Lake Natron's effect is unlike anything else on Earth, and its haunting beauty hides an even deeper message. Despite its deadly nature, Lake Natron is one of the most important ecosystems in East Africa. It's the only major breeding ground for most of the world's lesser flamingos. Without this deadly lake, these birds might go extinct. So Lake Natron is both a place of death and a cradle of life. As strange as it sounds, its harshness is what keeps the ecosystem alive. Lake Natron is a reminder that the natural world is full of extremes, places beautiful and terrifying at the same time. A lake that burns, a lake that mummifies, a lake that protects an entire species. But should such a dangerous place be explored or left untouched? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. If you enjoy uncovering the world's strangest natural mysteries, make sure to subscribe for more videos like this. Nature is full of secrets, and Lake Natron is only the beginning.